That's my logic. Like I said, don't mean it needs to make sense to you. It makes sense to me. Hey, it's your girl Bri. Welcome back to me trying to vlog every day for the rest of 2026. Happy Saturday. Sorry about yesterday. I fully intended to film a vlog, but the weather is in most of the US, but well, not all of, but New York has been basically soup. Sorry, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze, so I'm like trying to move my nose. Sorry, getting distracted. New York has been soup. It's been like sitting in a hot bowl of soup, trying to walk through, wade through soup. It's disgusting. The air is bad. The humidity is crazy high. And as soon as I go outside, I'm dripping sweat and just feel sticky and gross. And so I went to work, and by the time I came home, I was irritated. I'm also on my period, so TMI, but it was necessary to the story. So I'm irritated, I'm hot, I'm sweaty. I had to work like that. I got home and I crashed. I took a shower and I was like over it. I didn't want to do anything else, so I didn't. I did manage to do my workout. I only missed one day of the workout this week, so that is good, meaning tomorrow I start the last week of the beginning calendar of size. Yet today, and I've been filming myself. Like, when I remember, I'll film myself on my phone doing like the last part of the workout where you know the whole routine and you're supposed to do it to the actual song all the way through. And so I've been filming myself to see the progress, to see if I notice any difference in my like coordination, in my breathing, if I'm getting better, if I feel like I'm moving better, if I look different in my body, because I don't want to go strictly by like the scale, because sometimes the scale won't move as much, but you have less fat and more muscle, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to be mindful of those things. Like, I took measurements of my like arms and different body parts to see if at the end of the whole thing the measurements have changed. I'm trying to be cognizant of whether or not my clothes fit differently, all that stuff. So it's not just about the scale, it's about a whole number of things. But I finished week 5 of size. So now next week, or starting tomorrow, is the last week of the beginning calendar. And then I did make a decision that I'm going to do the advanced calendar, which is basically you swap between one workout one day and then another workout another day. For 1 week you just pick between two, or not pick, but you go back and forth between two, and then there's a rest day. And because it's the advanced calendar and that's what's happening, I am going to take advantage of the rest day. I don't remember which day in my planner, because I did put it in my planner yesterday. I don't remember which day of my planner I was going to put as my rest day, but one of the days is going to be my rest day. I don't remember if I did Saturday or if I did Sunday. I think I did Saturday as my rest day. But yeah, so I'm very excited to start the last week. I've never gotten this far in that particular workout plan before, so I'm very excited to do the last week and find out. I think it's Tassia's Chandelier, and it's over 40 minutes. I think it's like 50, almost an hour, I feel like. So that should be fun, maybe? I don't know. I do feel like my stamina is a lot better. I'm not looking at the clock as much. I'm not getting as tired as quickly, so I feel like I am improving in that way. One thing I have noticed. But yeah, so I have been doing my workout. I only missed one, and I'm surprised because I barely made it through the workouts because the air quality has been really bad. Like, I made it through, but I did notice that my breathing was more labored than it normally was. Like, normally I can talk while I'm doing it. While the weather has been crazy and the air quality has been terrible, I was not able to talk. So I did the workouts, but I couldn't talk during them. The weather, besides that, has also been very rainy. Last night there was a crazy thunderstorm, but it didn't cool anything off. I was expecting it to, but as soon as I went outside today, it was disgusting. So tomorrow is my mom's birthday, so I did have to go out today just to pick up a couple things. She's very not hard to shop for, but she doesn't want much. So if you ask her what she wants, she'll always like, oh, I don't know. she does love lottery scratch tickets. I didn't get her any of those because I realized when I get those, so I'm a big believer in luck. I'm a big believer in the fact that I don't have any. So if I'm the one buying the lottery ticket for someone else, more than likely they will not win. If someone else buys it for themselves, they will win. That's my brain logic. Doesn't matter if it makes sense. That's what I believe. Okay, believe what you want. I believe what I want. I did not buy her any scratch tickets because I'm afraid if I bought them, even though it's her birthday, with her birthday luck, I do believe in birthday luck. I think that's I do believe in that. That she won't win because I bought it. So if I give her the money and she chooses to buy it with that, then that's different. That's my logic. Like I said, don't mean it needs to make sense to you. It makes sense to me. So today I went to the bank to take out some money to put in a card for her. I also made a card for her from the cats, Ellie and Maddie. It's in the shape of a cat and it says, "Have a perfect birthday." She'll love that. And then I wrote a little note inside and pretend like it's from them. She'll love that. And it's always her favorite thing when I make her or give her a card from the cats. Before, when we had Missy and Ubu, I would always give her a card from Missy and Ubu, and she loved that. She always saves them. She saves all the cards that people get her, but especially the ones from the cats, it's her favorite. So I made her a card from them. What did you miss? Oh, okay, so I did say I was going to edit my gaming video the last time I spoke to you and post it Friday. I did not. I didn't edit it until yesterday, and I didn't post it yesterday. I decided, and it's kind of a dead zone to post, especially gaming content on the weekends, I find, especially when you're a smaller creator. So I decided to save it for Monday. So the Paralives video that I was going to post this week is going to go up on Monday, and which means I just need to film one video this week to go up on Wednesday or Thursday. And I decided that I think Thursday and Friday this week I'm gonna stream. I've been cleaning out my computer. I've been deleting like gigabytes worth of stuff, so I feel like my computer is a lot cleaner, it's running a lot better. So I want to go stream, do a gaming stream this week on my Twitch channel. If you're not following me there and you want to check out my gaming content, make sure you are. A link is in the description. It's gonna be a fun time. It's always chaotic in the best way possible. It's a chill time. The only person who it's chaotic for really is me, because I like to torture myself, and people seem to find that entertaining. So we are going to have a stream, definitely. I want to do two, but I'll be happy if I get at least one, because it's been months since I've been able to stream. I did also finish Play Dead, finally. I feel like that book has taken me so long to read. Literally, it's taken me like over a week, which is a lot for me for a book. I can normally finish a book in a day, maybe 2 days, but a week is a long time. I kept going to pick it up and then just putting it back down. I gave it 3 stars. And it's personally, like, book ratings, I believe, are completely up to your lived experience. Whatever you rate it is based on your perspective. You know what I mean? I liked it, but didn't. I felt like the characters were overcomplicated. So, like, the main detective, the main character, Elise, I said she was an orphan. Basically, she was found in a cemetery as a baby, and apparently she had weird eyes, so people thought she was, like, demonic, and the daughter of a voodoo practitioner, or root magic practitioner, and so wasn't getting adopted, but then she did get adopted. Anyway, so they kept mentioning that. People kept mentioning that, and that was part of her story. She also had a teenage daughter that teenagers are, like, hard, so she didn't really get along with, but they just kind of didn't understand each other. They were in that awkward space that sometimes mothers and daughters find themselves in when, like, daughters are very hormonal and they don't understand their mothers. Everything their mother does annoys them. You mostly understand that trope. So they had that going on. Her partner, the male main character, was very complicated. He had a very tragic backstory. Was in the FBI, was married. His wife schmurdered. Not that I'm monetized, but, like, I'm trying to be sensitive, even though that seems insensitive to not use a real word. Schmurdered his or their child, and so he's been in a depressive state ever since. And heavily medicated, goes off his meds, starts doing crazy things, and they're trying to solve a mystery at the same time. Their mystery is that there are people who are somehow coming back from the dead, but they were never really dead, or maybe they were. It's a whole thing. So each chapter, and sometimes even within the chapter, each little like sub paragraph section can be in a different character's perspective, and I felt like it was kind of confusing at times. Like I would maybe have to go back and be like, wait, who is this? Whose voice am I listening to right now as the narrator? So I found that to be a little bit annoying at times. Also, they just were very like, you know, when you're reading a book and the character makes decisions or just does stuff that's kind of annoying. It was one of those. At times I found a lot of the characters to be annoying. And just what they were doing and their decisions and what they were saying was like kind of annoying and unrealistic to me. So I gave it a 3. At the end of the book, I felt like they were trying to hint at, or maybe like say that the partners, like the male cop and the female cop, were going to be a couple. Because like at the end, at the climax of the story, the only thing that the male character was thinking of in the really like crazy moment that was happening at the climax, that sounds weird, it was not intended to be like an innuendo, was her. He was thinking like, what's gonna happen to her, like what's gonna happen with her daughter, what's gonna happen with her, who is she gonna finish her house, and I was just like, so he likes her? They have feelings for each other? They kind of flirted, but also at the same time, he was the whole story sleeping with somebody else. So, like, it kind of threw me off. Because, like, I find that, it's completely a personal preference. I do not necessarily love books where they want there to be a romance between the male character and the female character, but then throughout the whole book, they're sleeping with other people. Like, I read romances for the one, like the couple's connection. I don't read it for the like, I'm sleeping with everybody else at the same time I have feelings for you kind of a thing. Like, I don't love that. I get it, it's realistic. Like, yes, people are not like, you don't meet your like someone and you're like, oh, I'm not gonna sleep with anyone else ever, I'm just gonna focus completely on, although that's kind of how I am as a person. Like, anytime I've gotten into a relationship, it's like, even if I'm just talking to someone, most of the time I'm only talking, well, not anymore because I've been in the same relationship for over 12 years now. But when I was dating, I felt like when I was talking to someone, I was trying to give that person a chance. I would only be talking to them. Like, I would only focus on them to try to get to know them, see what our interactions were like. So I never talked to multiple people at the same time. But I guess in this age of dating, like, oh, that makes me feel so old. In this age of dating, I feel like it's normal to do that, and that's perfectly fine. I don't judge. It's just in books, it's not my preference. Like, I cannot really get into a romance, and this book was not even really a romance. It wasn't marketed that way. It was like I guess a thriller, but I could see that the author wanted there to be a romance there. Like, they wanted you to want them to get together, but at the same time, you're writing in like chapters where the male guy, like the male character is out here sleeping with a prostitute. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but like, then the next chapter you want me to get behind him flirting with his partner. Like, I kind of like, I don't, like, I'm not into it. I don't, like, if he's really interested in his partner, he would just be flirting with her. He wouldn't be out here smexing other people, you know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? Am I overthinking it? It didn't make it that enjoyable for me. And then at the end, I don't know if they got together. They just were like in her house together. He put a flower in her hair. They go on a walk with her daughter, and I'm just like, are you implying they're a couple now? Like, did their near-death experience at the end of the book make them realize that they were in love with each other? Because there was no discussion. Maybe it happened off the page, but I'm reading the book for the on the page. So if you had a discussion where you realize that you love each other or like each other or want to date each other, can you maybe put that in the book so I can read it? I'm just saying. That's my opinion, okay? So it got a 3 from me. But now I'm on to other books. I think the next one I'm going to read is The Ex-Wife Murder Club, because I feel like I can read that pretty quick. Plus, it sounded really funny. And it's about 3 ex-wives of one man, and they are friendly with each other, and they decide to murder him. So there is that. That sounds funny, and I feel like I could read that really quickly. I also want to make... I have been seeing a lot of people on the subway with like the phone charms, but not phone charms, but like the little phone case strap, basically you would call it, but like beaded ones. I've been seeing some people online with them, and also I saw a couple people on the subway with them, so I want to try to make one today. Or tonight rather. So if I make it tonight, I'll show you tomorrow in tomorrow's vlog. I also have a couple more things to do to prep for my mom's birthday tomorrow. So there is that. I've been talking a lot. I feel like I caught you all up on everything that's been happening with me yesterday and today. So I'm gonna head out and go edit this vlog, go make dinner. I'm making lemon pepper wings for dinner with probably french fries, maybe Brussels sprouts. I haven't decided. I mean, obviously french fries are superior to Brussels sprouts, but I probably should have a vegetable at some point today. Although I have been eating well. I've been having the Huel. I've been having probably more coffee than I should, but I mean, is 2 cups a lot of coffee? Maybe for some people. For me, it's not that much. At one point, I got down to 1 cup. Actually, at one point, I was having no coffee, but I'm back on coffee now. And I'm up to sometimes, not every day, but sometimes I have 2 cups a day. At one point, back in the day, I used to have like 3-4 cups of coffee. So 2, I feel like it's not bad for me, especially if I'm not having like soda or anything else, which I haven't. But yeah, I'm going to head out, go finish the prep for my mom's birthday for tomorrow, and maybe go make the foam case bracelet strap thing that I was talking about. Go maybe watch some videos to see about how you tie the knots and stuff. That's my only problem with making like beaded stuff, is the knot part. Also, if you didn't notice, I did change my nails. These are of course Kiss. And I got rid of the picnic nails and just went with a opal kind of pearlescent almond shape, and I really like them. They're a medium, not a short. The picnic ones were short. These are medium. I like the length. I like the shape. I feel like they look nice on my hands. So I put these on yesterday, so they should last me, I think, probably until next Friday. I would think I would keep them on that long, as I don't get like water or any kind of bubbles or anything in them. But yeah, I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Bye guys.